Heck, she would probably even want you to meet him. Reba's eyes widened. The memory of Barbara Jean begging her to meet Jordan earlier that day hit her like a lightning bolt. Meet him? Oh! Reba stood up so fast she nearly knocked over her chair. Where are you going? Ben asked. Go down to the gym with the rest of the wackos, Reba declared, grabbing her purse. All right, Ben smiled. Well, keep those arms a-swinging. The fitness center was a towering temple of glass, steel, and mirrored walls. The air inside hummed with the sound of whirring treadmills, clanking weights, and pulsing, rhythmic music. Reba walked through the sliding glass doors, immediately feeling out of place in her jeans and casual sweater among a sea of neon spandex and perfectly sculpted bodies. Oh hey Reba, you came. Reba turned to see Barbara Jean waving enthusiastically from a stretching mat. Yeah, Reba said, taking in the intimidating surroundings. Man, there is a lot of beautiful people around here. You should see them naked in the shower. Barbara Jean laughed brightly. Hey, Jordan. A man approached them. He was tall, impeccably groomed, with a smile that looked like it belonged on a toothpaste billboard. His muscles were perfectly defined beneath a tight, sleeveless athletic shirt. Hey, Jordan smiled warmly. Ready to start, Barbara Jean? Yeah, Barbara Jean giggled, suddenly acting remarkably shy. Hey, you look great in that outfit, Jordan complimented her. Oh, well, the other woman is getting kind of baggy, Barbara Jean replied, blushing fiercely. She turned to Reba, gesturing toward Jordan. Can you believe her? She did the impossible. She lost all that weight and kept these fellas. Jordan let out a smooth laugh. Oh, okay, Jordan. Jordan, this is my friend, Reba. Barbara Jean introduced them. Hey, I am Jordan. He extended a strong, tanned hand. I am Reba, she replied, shaking his hand hesitantly. So, you going to join us, Reba? Jordan asked, his voice dripping with professional encouragement. Reba took a step back, shaking her head. Oh, I do not know. I just think that me and my fellows will just watch for a while. Well, Reba, you are not going to get into shape by just watching, Jordan advised gently. You need to sweat a little. Yeah, but you guys got to understand, it has been a while since I have been in a gym like this, and I do not think. Reba's voice trailed off as she watched Jordan guide Barbara Jean down onto the mat. Hello, there, Jordan said, taking Barbara Jean's leg and lifting it into the air. Barbara Jean, you really are getting limber. Remember when you could not put your leg over my head? Jordan asked, demonstrating the stretch in a way that looked incredibly intimate to Reba's watchful eyes. Remember when I did not want to? Barbara Jean laughed, breathless. Reba stood frozen in horror. Is that legal? I mean, necessary? It is critical to stretch the muscles out before you exercise them, Jordan explained calmly, totally unfazed by Reba's shock. Yeah, otherwise you could really hurt something. Turn over. Barbara Jean rolled onto her stomach. Reba, you need to watch this one. This one is my favorite. Jordan knelt beside Barbara Jean, placing his hands firmly on her back and pulling her arms backward. All right, now, this gives a good stretch to the back and chest muscles. Really should do this once a day. Oh, I would do it all day if I could, Barbara Jean sighed blissfully. Reba felt a bead of sweat roll down her neck. She fanned herself with her hand. Is this one of these gyms that has the heat on real high? I am sweating. Okay. Oh wow. Time for some weightlifting. Oh, good. That is enough of that stretching. Hello. Okay. Knock this out. Yeah. Okay. All right. She rambled nervously, desperate to change the subject or the scenery. I think I have seen enough. So, what do you think? You have any interest in getting a personal trainer? Only if he takes me out to dinner first. Jordan chuckled. Are you sure? Reba? Seriously, this is one of the best relationships I have ever had. Oh, I think Jordan has his hands full with you, Reba said, backing away slowly. Oh, you are a beginner. Reba, Jordan announced cheerfully. You will start with Dot. Dot. A woman emerged from the free weight section. She was roughly 6 feet tall, with shoulders wider than a refrigerator and a scowl that could curdle milk. She looked capable of lifting a small automobile above her head. Yeah, Dot grunted, marching over. This is Reba, Jordan introduced them smoothly. She seems a little tense. I would spend some extra time on the stretching. Dot looked at Reba with predatory intensity. Hey, get down there. Reba swallowed hard, realizing her espionage mission had just taken a terrifying turn. An hour later, Reba stumbled back into her house, her hair a mess, every muscle in her body aching in places she did not know existed. Brock was waiting for her in the living room, pacing like a caged animal. So, did you see him? Brock demanded the moment the front door closed. What is he like? Is he little? Could I take him? Reba limped toward the couch and collapsed onto the cushions. He is big, but he is not as big as Dot. Brock waved a hand impatiently. So, what do you think? Is there something going on there? Reba took a deep breath, trying to summon the energy to speak. Look, Brock. I was hoping that I could go down to the gym and check things out and come back and tell you that there is nothing to worry about. But Brock's eyes widened in sheer panic. That is it. Reba, come on, Brock yelled, entirely ignoring her pain. Okay. Reba held up a hand. I do not know if they are having an affair or not, but if they keep working out like that, they might be having a baby. Brock's face turned purple. Man, I knew there was something going on. Before Reba could stop him, the front door opened, and Barbara Jean strolled in, glowing with post-workout endorphins. Hey, everybody. I am here, and I am saying, well. Oh, hi, honey, Brock said, his voice dripping with dangerous sarcasm. Barbara Jean smiled happily. Do not you hi honey me. Brock took a step forward, his anger finally erupting. What are you talking about? Oh, man. Did you honestly think that I would not find out about you and Jordan? Barbara Jean looked utterly confused. What? We were working out. It was perfectly innocent. Brock pointed an accusing finger at Reba, who was trying desperately to sink into the cushions and disappear. Reba, tell him what you saw. I do not want to get involved, Reba squeaked. She said you are having an affair, Brock declared loudly. Barbara Jean gasped, pressing a hand to her chest. Any more than I already am? Okay, Jordan and I are not having an affair. He is gay. Silence fell over the living room. Heavy, absolute silence. Brock blinked, the wind completely knocked out of his sails. What? Barbara Jean turned to Reba, a look of profound betrayal on her face. Reba, do you honestly think I would let a straight man grab my breasts? Brock's head whipped back and forth between the two women. Excuse me, he grabbed your breasts? He is gay. He was not touching them, Barbara Jean clarified with a huff. He was arranging them. Carry on with your lives. No, Reba, everything is not fine, Barbara Jean continued, her voice trembling slightly with emotion. I had no idea you were so threatened by the new me. The slim waist, the toned legs, the phallus. Brock frowned. The phallus. The girls, Barbara Jean corrected herself quickly. Oh, the puppies. Reba finally found her footing and stood up, smoothing down her shirt. I am not threatened by you. Really? Barbara Jean challenged, placing her hands on her newly slim hips. Yeah. Then why did you go down to the gym? What were you spying on me? Reba hesitated. No. She looked away. Okay. Yes. I went down to the gym because I thought there was something going on between you and Jordan. Why would you think that? Barbara Jean asked, her voice softening slightly. Reba crossed her arms, feeling defensive. Because you have changed. I have not.